is Oil Company here at Conical Phelps. Policy Regulation and Services, the Oil Company Policy Regulation and Service Administration and giving the authorization of President of the final election. Donald J. Trump, the President of the United States of America, the Vice President, Mr. J.D. Vance, the policy, Mr. J.D. Vance, Mr. Donald J. Trump, and also Mr. Mark Rubio, carrying the responsibility of dog permit, the Pentagon arraignments and White House, and also the service of being the 47th President of the United States of America. Now, carrying the authorization and the service of policy regulation of running for the presidency service of Mr. Donald J. Trump Jr. decided to be redundant to do any comments running for the President of the United States of America. On oath, Donald J. Trump, the 47th President of the United States, Mr. J.D. Vance, and Mr. Mark Rubio, Donald Trump Jr., and these replacements in service and policy regulation authorize the President of the United States of America to run the United States of America and its climate change. And that service and policy regulation and service of McKenna Law Firm, 509-765-4451. Fax 509-765-6019. That policy regulation and service in the McKenna Law Firm that carries out authorizing and running for a presidential primary election and trying to bring increments to society to reflect on records. State file is 146-1972. First name Felix, last name Barela, October 21st, 1970, 10:41 a.m. Richland, Bed County, Washington is the place. Birth, city, county, and state. Cadillac Hospital is a facility. Roberta V. Hernandez, Nebraska. Juan Umbrella, Texas. Now, CIMARON5INC, 1400 Main Street, Othello, Washington, has Andy Miller, Attorney's Office. Policy Regulation Services added to it. This is the Moses Lake License Department, 862, June 2nd, 2025 at 10:30 a.m. We got a license renewal business attached to the business license. Washington Farm Bill 401314A, McKenna Law Firm, P.S. Corps, Washington State Prosecutor Eric I. Singer, Norman Rodriguez, Ryan Lutzkin, and Andy Miller. Eric I. Singer replacing Andy Miller and his substitute in service at the Prosecutor's Office of Benton County, and also Policy Regulation and Service Policy Regulation relaying Income to Society Administration Office. Now, they drill the Policy Regulation Service. They drill the Policy Regulation and Service Administration Office of the Presidential Primary Election, rerunning the election and campaign. Mr. J.D. Vance, Vice President, Donald Trump Jr., and also policy regulation of Ivanka, Tiffany, and Donald Trump, and the policy regulation of their campaign. We have that afterburner going on. That terrorists after that nuclear attack at Iran, dropping 3 bombs in the compound facility, destroying them. And the McKenna Law Firm at 509-765-4451. They have this policy regulation and service the President of the United States of America carrying that executive order. Now, President of the United States, Donald J. Trump, doing that campaign, and of course the policy regulation and service of the Super Bowl, bringing the championship to the White House. Kansas City undefeated for 2 years, and the Philadelphia Eagles stomping out Kansas City in front of Nebraska, Cornhusker State, in front of Doomsday and Air Force One. This policy regulation and service of Commonwealth State, where they were assassinated, was plotted on the policy regulation that plotted 3KD 769740021 on July 8th of 2020, Donald Trump's assassination. Because we got the whereabouts of the service of policy regulation at 704 East Olive Avenue. Our meter is 1ND76950390. That's the Customer Served Public Utility District in Moses Lake, Washington. Now that service letter, McKenna Law Firm, 509-765-4451, 704 South Moses Lake, Washington, proves that the documents of 2024, 23, 22, 21, and 2025, and the policy improvements of 180,000, 224,000, 209,000, 187,000, 157,000. And McKenna Law Firm at 509-765-4451 at Commonwealth State of Pennsylvania. And Melania and Donald Trump for the policy, regulation, and service and policy, regulation, and Malaya 5056 First Lady. In 1835-73, $200 billion deposited. The policy regulation in Adams County and McKenna Law Firm. Also the policy regulation of the City Hall ordinance and policy of the business renewals, Ridgeville, Adams County, and also the service of policy, King County, 1835 73rd Avenue. And McKenna Law Firm at 509-765-4451. Of course, John Hazen McKinnon took Felix Barela to Bill Gates, and also the service of policy regulation deposit of $200 billion for the remaining 20 years. Because Donald Trump, the service of policy regulation at Wash Potato, Scone and Connor, and the policy regulation at service. Now Wash Potato carrying that Scone and Connor and the service policy regulation of McDonald's. McDonald's, we have trains, we got big trains, we got heavy trains, unleaded diesel and crude oil transported to these trains. We get on YouTube URL of Warden, Washington, transporting oil, transporting washed potatoes, Scone and Connor, washed potatoes, Scone and Connors, and Lamb Weston plant, transported to Tri-Cities Columbia Center Mall. Now Columbia Center Mall, the dollar value has gone up. We have a dollar store general here in Moses Lake, and of course Amazon. Imported American imports and services, United States of America. You build it here in the United States of America, it's free. So a dollar store and also the Amazon is built here. And the dollar store general is built at Warden. And the policy regulation, transporting all that service, policy regulation and service. With these bare hands, the policy regulation income society of bringing this of Donald J. Trump at the Commonwealth State where his assassination was carried out. United States Army General of September of 2025, Doug Bergsman and Mr. Mark Rubio and Bob Hatzhaft, the Policy Regulation Pentagon and Service Administration Office, bringing that testimony. Caitlin C. Trump, she's a senior of 2025 graduate, and she's 2026. She's gonna be a senior 2025. She's 18th birthday. Eric Trump Jr., Tiffany Trump, Lord Trump, Ivanka Trump, Eric Trump, Melania Trump, Donald J. Trump, and Caitlin C. Trump. Ivanka, Air Force One, Doomsday, 45th President of the United States of America, carrying that sanctions 1835 COVID authorization, and Wall Street carrying that dollar value and promises in Wall Street. This is the photo of Melania, Donald Trump, Ivanka Trump, Eric Trump, Tiffany Trump, and Donald Trump Jr. running for the presidential primary election in the United States. Marines, Mr. Norman J. Manis, is Policy Regulation and Service, bringing that testimony and services Administration Office live. Mr. Andy Miller, Wash State Prosecutor's Office. Now we carry that Service and Policy Regulation and Service Administration Office. These services that we have. Mr. President, this is the Washington State Troopers Association. 704 Solid Felix Barela. President Spike Earth, Vice President Jerry Walker, Treasury Derek Edis, Sergeant West, Mike Swan, Sergeant East Rob Morris, Homeland Security Samantha McCaff, Detective Chris Tong, District 1 Shannon McKenzie, District 2 Matt McKenzie, Matthew McCurgotsky, District 3 Nick King, District 4 Randy Elks, District 5 Will Finn, District 6 Sage Schaefer, District 7 Eric Gold, District 8 Travis Austin. Remember, this is the policy regulation they have. Remember, the McKenna Law Firm, 519, this is the Washington Department of Business License. Steve Hobbs, Jay Inslee, Governor, and Mr. Marcus J. Glasper. Department of Policy and McKenna Law Firm at 509-7654. Now the oil company ExxonMobil, now called ConocoPhillips, Amir Singh Nahar, CIMARON5, Stan and Son in Moses Lake, and the policy regulation of the incomes of the presidential primary election and stopping them to be infiltrated by savages in September of 2025.